BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned fan or a first-time bettor, BetOnline is your ultimate game day companion. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the NBA and college basketball to the NHL and UFC, BetOnline continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every three-pointer to every hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, and every win. BetOnline, the game starts here.
What's up, Tiger Nation? Welcome to another episode of Tiger Talk TV. I am the Corey C. Make sure you subscribe to the show and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a single upcoming episode. You can find us on the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to follow the show and tell every Tiger that you know. And remember, when you support Tiger Talk TV, it all helps the cause. I love Jackson State University. All right, got a special guest in the building. We've been waiting on this guy to officially sign. He committed, like he was teasing us a little bit, committed a while back. We were waiting. We finally got that signature. So once we got that signature, I hit him up. I said, let's go. Tiger Talk TV. Corion, Bouie. Welcome, man.
What's up, Mr. Core? What's up, Tiger?
Not much, man. How you doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Can't complain, man. Welcome to the family, man. We're happy to have you as a Tiger.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be here.
All right, man. So we want to get to know you. We definitely want to hear about you on the football field and your story, but on a personal level, we want to learn about you as well. So tell us something, man. Give us a fun fact about Corion Bouie, something that may catch the fan base off guard, something surprising or funny or whatever, however you want to go with it.
Well, on my free time, most of the time, I just hunt or either I'm joking around. So.
Oh, Simpson County, right? So I know there's a lot of hunting going on down there.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. And then another fun fact. Well, I wouldn't call it a fun fact, but just an interesting tidbit. The last name, because at first we saw Mathis and we saw Bouie, so a lot of fans were kind of confused and asked me what's his last name. So you want to explain that?
Yeah, see, my last name was Mathis, but I had got it changed probably about 4 or 5 years ago to Bouie. Bouie is my dad's last name. Okay. So now I got my dad's last name.
Okay, all right. I can relate, man. I had a name change back in the day in the 4th grade. So fun fact about me. So good stuff, man. So we're happy to have you in the Tiger uniform. Have you enrolled yet or are you still finishing up in JUCO?
I'm still finishing up classes online.
Okay. And when are you planning on enrolling?
After the spring semester.
Okay. So you won't be here for the spring. You'll be here for the summer, right?
Yes, I'll be here for the summer.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's take it back, man. I mentioned Simpson County earlier, so just talk about specifically where you grew up and where'd you play high school football.
I played high school football at Mendenhall, but I'm from a small community in Simpson County, Hall Pond. It's a little country area in the town. It's probably about 15 minutes away from the school.
Tell us about the Simpson County Super Bowl. A lot of people don't know about that, but I know that's a big deal. I'm from Hazelhurst, so I know about the small town rivalries. We got Crystal Springs, y'all got McGee. So tell the fan base how big that rivalry is, the Simpson County Super Bowl.
That's the biggest rivalry ever. Like when I tell you, your family turns against you when that time comes, it's a big time game. Like you might not even go eat in McGee whenever that week comes because it's very strict. Like we all on Facebook, like it's a big game, like it's a big rivalry. And we just in the same county. It's probably 15 minutes apart from each other. But we competitive, so we compete every year and we have a Super Bowl.
So yeah, man, on the Friday night, Simpson County Super Bowl, both towns are empty. Everybody's at the game. Overcrowded, overflow, everything, right?
Yes, sir.
What was your record in the Simpson County Super Bowl? Do you remember?
I would say 2-2 out of the 4.
Okay, not bad. So talk about your recruitment out of high school. Were you highly recruited or were you kind of overlooked?
I was kind of an overlooked player, but that's due to the high school I went to. Most of us is. So like we really don't get nothing besides JUCOs that come through, like no big D1 schools. or nothing like that. So I did pick up all the JUCOs, but that was about it.
Okay. And among the JUCOs, why did you decide to go to Holmes?
Really, it was a family field, and I knew that going to Homes, they can enhance my game and get me to the next level or where I wanted to go, and that's what they did for me.
2 years at Holmes?
I spent 3. I had a
3 years.
broke my ankle the first year, medical red shirt.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So talk about your experience there.
Holmes Community College, they taught me a lot of stuff. It was real good. They're the coaches. They're real family feel. Like they treat you like family. Like sometimes it may be off the field. You'll go to their house and eat, talk about God, other things besides just football. And then on the football standpoint, they enhanced my game a lot because in high school, I would say I didn't play D line until my senior year. I
Okay.
was on offensive tackle.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a little bit bigger. I was probably about 255, 260. And I was playing offensive tackle. Then they moved me to the defensive side. So whenever I got to Holmes, they taught me a lot about how to strike with my hands and play violent and a lot of D-line things that I didn't know in high school because in my senior year, I used to get in the left-hand stance on
Hmm.
both sides of the ball. So it was things that I needed to learn, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you're basically still kind of learning the position.
Right.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Whose decision was it to move you over to the defense side in high school? The coaches, it was it out of necessity for the team, or they saw something in you?
So the spring game from my 11th grade to my 12th grade year, we had a spring game, and we played against Provine and
Mm.
Corion Field, and they moved me to defensive line then, but they originally put me at nose guard, and I made a couple of TFLs, forced fumble that game, and the rest was history. I was playing
Okay.
defensive line.
Yeah. So I would imagine that had a lot to do with your recruitment or lack thereof because you were trying to
Right.
still learning that position new to it. So got to Holmes, got to spend 3 years and develop, and then you really got your name out there because the recruitment picked up. But let's talk
Right.
about Jackson State first. When did they come into the picture and how did they get into the picture?
Well, Jackson State, they came probably mid into my last season, and Coach James hit me up and he
Mhm.
called me. He was just like, he had seen my film, and he was like, he didn't want me to think that they didn't want me as a player. He was like, they just didn't know who I was. But
Mm.
he was like, now that they know who I am, they start recruiting me heavy. Like I heard from Coach James every single day.
Yep. Okay. So Coach James was that lead recruiter. And like I said, the recruitment really picked up. You had a lot of schools after you. So give us a couple names, some of those schools that were coming after you.
Yeah, I had Boise, I had West Virginia, New Mexico, Memphis, Troy, ULM. There was a couple big schools trying to get me.
Wow. And did you at one point commit to ULM, verbal or
Yes.
something like that? And what happened with that?
Well, I really wasn't like after they got me to commit to them, I really wasn't getting the family feel or
Mm,
the need feel that I needed. It was more of so from a business standpoint,
mm.
and it was kind of different. I didn't like that.
Okay. And Jackson State was there the whole time, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance to go on an official visit to Jackson State?
Yes, sir. I did. I did.
Talk about that. Was that during the season? Did you go to a game or was it
No,
after the season?
I went on an official visit after the season, and it was during December or yeah, it was at the beginning of December or the end of November. It was around that time, and it was real nice. Like I got to eat with the coaches, got to meet the coaches, got to talk to Coach TC, and it was real good. We had good pictures, good conversation.
At that point, were you still committed to ULM?
No, sir, I wasn't. I was
Okay, so
open.
you open. What would you say stood out about Jackson State on that visit and made you kind of start leaning towards Jackson State at that point?
See, the thing is, whenever you picking another school, you always want to go somewhere where you want it and not tolerate it. And I felt very wanted at Jackson State, and I knew that they really wanted me to come and dominate.
Hmm. Did you go to any Jackson State games growing up? Were you familiar with the team, the school? Did you have any friends, family who went to Jackson State?
Yes, sir. My dad actually went to Jackson State back in the
Okay,
day, and
okay.
we went to a lot of Jackson State games growing up. Family, big time supporters.
Hmm. What would you say finally sealed the deal for Jackson State? And we got that commitment on the 6th of December?
Well, coach, the rest of the coaching staff, the defense coach staff, and Coach TC, they actually came to my house,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of talked about the plans and stuff they had for me, and I was ready to get the show on the road.
Yes, I want to talk about that because again, you committed, at least you put the commitment out on Twitter on the 6th of December, but you didn't sign during that early period in December. Or you didn't announce the signing until the 29th, and I saw the coaches talking about an in-house visit. So the fans were nervous. They were hitting me up. Is he coming? What happened? He didn't sign? Because we saw you still, tweeting out offers and tweeting out highlights. We were like, oh, he must not be coming. And then Coach James leaves and goes to Western Kentucky. And I saw on one graphic that Western Kentucky had offered you. I don't know if that was before him, after him. So the fans like, oh, is he going to follow Coach James? So it seems like they said we got to go to this man's house. We got to get this done. So just talk about that whole time frame. And you can be honest, this is Tiger Talk. You're a Tiger now, but did you consider going to Western Kentucky, or what made you stick? Because a lot of times when that person who recruited you and originally built that relationship with you, a lot of times the player, the student athlete, wants to stay committed to that person kind of more so than the school. So what was kind of the difference in this situation?
Well, actually, Western Kentucky was my first offer. They offered me before all the rest of the school. They came during the beginning of the season, but I would say it was more so of the team and the environment and the fans and stuff. So like it was bigger than just taking coaching from that one guy. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy the whole atmosphere of Jackson State.
Mhm. There you go. Okay. All right. All right. Your family and friends, they'll be able to make this short drive, 45 minutes or so. How did they react when you finally signed with Jackson State, knowing that they can come and pretty much watch you whenever they want, especially for the home game?
Yeah, my family, they was very excited. My friends, they gonna be excited to be able to come watch me dominate. And I was just happy that my grandma can come see me play, and it's not far. You know what I'm saying? 50 minutes down the road, 45 minutes. The
Mhm.
whole fam can come watch me play.
We're looking forward to getting you on campus. I know you'll miss the spring. You think you'll get a chance to at least come up for the spring game?
Yes, sir, I will. I
Okay.
came to national in Atlanta. I went to that game, so
Yeah.
see these boys and see what they got going in the spring game.
So yeah, I saw that you went up to Atlanta. So talk about that experience watching your future teammates and seeing them win a national championship. Because at that time you were already committed, so you knew you were going to be a part of that. So what was that whole environment, atmosphere like for you?
Right. So I kind of wanted to look and see how the team and how the coaches perform in a big game under pressure, and I wanted to see what the team was all about. And I kind of got to see what type of defense they run, with their kind of consistent with running and stuff. So I felt like it fit me.
And how did that mesh with what the coaching staff had already told you about how you could fit in and what type of defense they run and things like that? Did that fit in with what they said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And share with us what you can about how the coaching staff is talking about you fitting in to this defense and what role you'll play.
So they'll be wanting me to play strong side in. So I've been a little bit of the 4-eye 5. Um, they want me to get to the quarterback. That's big. They need better
Yeah.
rush the passer and better be able to get to the quarterback.
Yeah. Losing our top three rush ends. So definitely a void there. And we know you're the guy to come in and fill one of those voids because we see you listed as one of the top JUCO DNs in the country on all the lists. So the fans are, again, they're really excited about you. But for the ones who may not be as familiar with you, tell them exactly what type of player they're getting. And if there's anyone in the NFL who you would probably compare yourself to or maybe just pattern your game after.
Um, so I will say about me, I'm a run stopper first. I'm big on stopping the run. You run the ball my way, I feel like I gotta shut that down. So I'm big on containing the edge, and the pass rush, you got to set that up. You got to get to pass rush. So you got to stop the run in first and second down if you want to pass rush on third.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I just look at guys like Max Crosby, Von
Okay.
Miller, guys like that. Yes, sir.
Your teammates, are you starting to get to know any of your future teammates, build a relationship with them? And is there anyone on the team who you already knew, maybe from high school or just growing up?
Well, y'all got a guy Reed, the
Ray Pulley?
linebacker. Yeah, we played at JUCO together. My first
Okay.
year at home, he was with me. So
Okay.
yes, sir.
Have
And
you spoken with him throughout the process?
yes, sir, I was speaking to him a lot throughout the recruiting process to kind of get a feel for the coaches,
Okay.
because at the end of the day, it's their job to recruit, so they're gonna tell you what you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hear from the players, it was the same.
I love it. I love it. I would tell people when I interview people for my company and I would, telling them about the job, I would say, you know what? Well, go out in the parking lot and talk to some employees when they're coming in and out for lunch. Ask them what they think. I would actually tell the people, like, see what they think. Don't just take my word for it. So I
Right,
love
right,
it. I
right.
love it. I love it. Anybody else besides Reed? I think you were about to say somebody else.
So me and Isaiah, we be on the game. Me and Spence, we play the
Okay.
game.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, man. Height and weight.
6'4", 240.
Is that where you want to be at when the season starts?
I would likely I'll be around the 250 range. I like to play a little bit heavier.
Okay.
255, 250.
And what's your major? Have you decided yet what you'll be majoring in at Jackson State?
No, it's kind of undecided right now. I'm not sure.
What are
So
some things that interest you beyond football? Like, what could you see yourself possibly doing? Obviously, NFL is the goal. I know that, but even if you do go to the NFL, that's going to end one day. So, just ultimately, what do you see yourself doing just in life?
well, it'll probably be back around football. I can see
Okay,
myself. Yes, sir.
stick to the game, maybe coaching.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, all right. And last but not least, man, a message for the fans. Like I said, they've been waiting, kept keeping their fingers crossed. We're super excited to see when you sign, and now they can't wait to get you on campus. I know they've been hitting you up. Well, let me ask you, were they hitting you up, asking you what's up, man? When you going to sign and stuff like that in the DMs?
I heard from so many people, like it's more Jackson State fans than I can ever imagine.
All right, so what do you want to say to them? You're on Tiger Talk. You're on the air, man. Let them know.
I just want to say, Tigers, y'all look out for me, the fans. I'm gonna come out and dominate, make sure I produce, and I'm gonna put on the show for you guys.
All right, there you have it. One of the top JUCO edge rushers in the country. I saw you at number one on one list, so the top JUCO edge rusher in the country. He'll be at Jackson State very soon. Corion Bouie. Welcome to the family, man.
All right, now.
All right.
Tiger Talk TV is presented by Bet Online.